Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new movie review, and today we are going to be reviewing A Death of a Unicorn. Now, before we get into this video, I know it's been about a week, maybe a week and a half since my last upload, and I do want to say I am very sorry for that. However, I've kind of just taken a bit of time just to kind of step back a little bit, focus on life, but we are back now, and yeah, we're back with another movie review. What is this film about? When a man and his daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn with their car, the boss tries to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties with horrific results. Now let's go ahead and talk about the storyline. The best way that I can put it is that it's intriguing. And that's, yeah, unfortunately that is the best way that I can put it. This film felt more like a drama slash comedy rather than a horror slash comedy. This film wasn't really scary at all. Now, from that, I will say that there is a fair bit of gore, but it's nothing really over the top. Nothing to the point where it's going to make you feel sick or queasy or anything like that. At least in my opinion, anyway. This film it didn't feel like a horror. If anything, yeah, like I said, it kind of just felt more like a drama slash comedy, and that's pretty much about it. What I will say, though, is that this film was very funny, and I gotta give credit to Will Poulter, which he is in this film, and it feels like I've not really seen him in many over the last, probably 5 years, but it's nice to see that he's kind of, back in films, and I will say his character was absolutely fantastic. There are some other well-known actors such as Jenna Ortega and also Paul Rudd, but I'm gonna be 100% honest, although their roles were good, their characters kind of just felt a little bit plain as well. This film is nearly 2 hours long, which in my wholehearted opinion, I think it's about 20 to 30 minutes too long for a film that has such a very simplistic storyline. This, it's all based in one location, and it kind of just makes it a bit boring. For me, this film only had really one redeeming factor, and that's the fact that Will Poulter's character is really funny, to the point where, he had the whole cinema laughing, and again, that's the only really redeeming factor about this film. I'm not going to talk about this film cinematically because there's not really much point. It's very standard. However, one thing I do want to talk about is the colors for the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights, were amazing. It was incredible, and it's a really nice touch for the film. In my opinion, this is the kind of film that you would probably just stick on if you're going to do some housework, or if you've just got some things that need doing throughout the house. It's nice to have this film as maybe background noise, something that you may just want to watch kind of here and there, a couple of minutes, while you're doing jobs. Otherwise, this film, yeah, it's not worth the watch. This film, I wouldn't recommend, actually sitting down and watching the full film, because it's nearly 2 hours long, and there's only a few good moments in it. Overall, this film gets a 5 out of 10, and it's only getting that simply because Will Poulter was funny, and he had some really funny moments in this film. If he wasn't in this film and those funny moments were there, it would probably be a 3 out of 10, to be 100% honest. But yeah, overall a 5 out of 10. The storyline was okay at best, and unfortunately it's just not really going to get anything better. Had this film maybe been 20-30 minutes shorter, then potentially I'd probably give it a 6, because at the end of the day I felt like this film was just very stretched out when it didn't need to be, and at the very least they probably should have added a bit more kind of excitement into the film, made it a bit more interesting. And yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest, this film wasn't great. It wasn't the best. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and put the post notifications on. Thank you all for watching. It feels good to be back and, finally posting again. Now, one thing that I've been asked, am I going to be reviewing the Minecraft film? The answer is yes. I'm going to do that very soon. So make sure to stick around for that, and I'll let you know. Thank you all, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next movie review.